Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart. How you keep changing for him. Never forget who you are.
I think I'll be more focused.
Okay. Yeah, but I know more than money. Most of the time. Okay, I think we can start.
Woo! 1, 2.
It has already started.
Cancel.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are good. I am great. I know I've been gone from the screens for quite a while now. But today we have a story time. Actually not from me, from my elder sister. So please do welcome
Barbara. Hey guys, my name is Barbara Brewer, all the way from Office Bay, but currently I'm in Windu. We'll be doing some story time on Michelle's channel, and I'll be the one telling the story. So
yes,
here comes the story. The story's name is, maybe we can call it.
I think we should give the guy a name.
We should give this guy a name.
We must say
This guy's name is Professor.
Okay. Why Professor though? What the hell?
My hair is still I'm watching for her.
Oh,
And this guy, I feel like he was playing.
It makes sense.
It was a whole thing, you know.
It was a heist.
Yeah, bruh. So it's a whole thing of like way back when I was in Wafish Bay. I used to stay in Wafish Bay, and it was in 2015. That was way back, 2015. So I was working as a cashier at Protea Spa that time. Super Spa, it was Protea Spa in Wafish Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is how I met Mr. Professor. I was a cashier at Protea Spa, so this guy used to come by at Spa, and since I was a cashier, you know how cashiers are, you know the whole makeup and the and I think
wait a damn minute. Are you guys forced to put on makeup because guys, Spa, Pick and Pay, ShopRite, what is happening?
I don't know, but I know. No, you have to look good. You have
you are in front of the
customers. But now to us, it was a whole thing like, Mashe, to look for a customer. Who's going to tap who?
Oh wow. Are you serious?
Compare my tail.
Why though?
Like, I don't know about other stores, but in Wafish Bay, I don't know now, but those years that I used to work there, it was a whole thing of like, yo, they put it on top my sky.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, so yeah. So
Okay.
and me, I don't know, I didn't see myself like that, but all the other people and all the other cashiers, like my co-workers used to tell me that I used to flirt with customers.
Oh, is that okay? No, but you are actually an natural flirt.
They used to say I used to flirt with customers, and a lot of guys used to come pay my time anyway. So yeah, so my lunch was proper. So let's come back to Mr. Professor.
Yeah.
So Mr. Professor used to come by at Spa, and then I don't know if it was my first time seeing him, or maybe I just started realizing like it's him. Okay, this is the guy. Maybe just because he started asking for my number or something like that. Okay, fine. Yeah, so he came to pay my toll, and then he greeted me. It was like around like 1 o'clock,
Lunchtime?
Lunchtime, yeah. So he came, and then he was like paying for a pie and a cold drink. So he paid for
You even remember what he bought?
You know, because he used to come every time.
Is it?
Buying the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then you'll remember, yeah.
Yeah. So he came he came to pay for a pie and a cold drink. So okay, fine. You know, most of it's someone that you don't know, and the person was like standing there, but I can tell. Ooh, yo.
He's a hard man.
The person was giving.
Nah, he was giving Namibia, not Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Namibia. It was a tall guy. Oh, I don't know, but maybe I am a tall lady anyway, so I wouldn't want to have a short guy. So it was a whole tall guy, handsome and a little bit dark in complexion. So
dark and handsome.
And he ends the dunk. Woo! Oh shoot, Tamashe Wanjo Manubuya Hama. I was like, okay, fine. When I was taking the money, I was like, oh, okay, fine, yeah. Okay, it's alright. he was there greeting me and everything. I was like, okay, fine, dude, I'm just doing my job anyway.
Yeah.
So he went. So around 6-7 days, Spa used to close around 8 o'clock. So around 6-7 days, he came back again.
Oh.
And in the
What's
it's
the matter?
a whole cool drink thing, just a cool drink. And then he went like, no, this is a $10, I'm tapping you.
Okay. 2015, guys, the $10 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
I was like, that's tapping me $10, hey? Okay, cool. So, and then he was like, no, can I get your numbers? Because he already greeted me around most of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was like, can I get your number? And I was like, no, why would I give you your number? You know, stop. We had to work and everything. And anyway, the guy was he was a bamboo guy. Yeah. I was like, no, why would I give you my number? And trust me, I'm a very, very, very. I don't know if you are into hetero guys a lot, like. Not into
her type is just hetero. She just has a.
I just do hetero.
Yeah.
So I was like a whole.
You're like a mama guy.
No, So he paid and then he went, but we had that conversation just for that short time. Yeah. So he went and then it was like around 8 o'clock and then we closed and then I was like outside. I went to cash up and everything, so I was like standing outside waiting for my cab to come get me. Yeah. So my cab was late, man. That guy used to be late. Always late. Everybody's taking me to work. The whole taxi is just smelling of alcohol.
Oh wow.
Man,
why were you trusting him?
Anyway, they bamboo and the taxi driver the number sopa. Man sopa ne.
Jay, as if you cry.
Man, they bamboo ne. But oh, imagine just getting a phone call early in the morning. You have to be at work. Man, I mean, so I just another taxi. Oh, bruh. Yeah. Anyway, so and then I just took a walk because everyone was gone and it was like late. And then he was not around. Then I just took a walk. And it's for me to turn around. There was a machete.
Hey.
A black one.
Machete, my dear.
Machete. We're talking about a machete. Not other cars. Machete. So he was like driving behind me.
So the same guy. So what?
The same guy.
Professor.
Now. The same guy was like driving behind me while I was like working. I was like working. We end up with the wrong generator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because it was like getting
dark.
Oh. Yeah.
So you can find a cab.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone was gone and everything. Me waiting for my cab now. Me even forgetting that I even got a tip of $10. Why didn't I even take a taxi that day? Yeah. Anyway. So this guy was like driving behind me. Him driving behind me. He started like beep 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 beep. I'm like.
Right.
And then I didn't even know which it was him because I didn't see what guy he was driving
in the shop and he was outside. Okay.
So when he came next to me, he was like, hey, hi, Barbara. And you know how do they get our name? Yo, tell him a plan mark man, tell him managers van the store.
How?
They can slap me, your name is there.
But so I know was who I bought from.
Your name is there on the Kaslapi. I was like, hey Barbara, what? I'm like, no, you look for me. This Jay.
Yeah.
First time Jay. It's like, hey, and then he put the light on and like, oh, Professor, you know. I was like, okay, fine, my Professor. And then he was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm waiting for my cab. No, the cab, it looks like it's late. Can I take you home? And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm gonna wait for my cab.
Okay, wait. When you saying you're fine because you're playing hard to get, or when because you say he smells good. Number one, he's a tall, dark, and handsome man. Ooh, child. I'm just saying.
I was just trying to play hard to get.
Okay, all right.
Guys, Wavish, but you have to be cool. You have to be calm. You have to go slow. You can't rush into things like that. I don't know about we two guys, but Wavish, but hey. My mom always used to, hey, Masha, which guy is that? Give me the number plate. They also know the number plates by the other Wavish, but you get a whole warning, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, no, it's okay. I'm waiting for my cab and everything. Okay, nah. Anyway, I was just trying to play hard.
You just said he was tall, dark, and handsome, dog.
And anyway, he was like, okay, fine, no. And then he drove, he went. So Sopa came anyway. And I got in the cab, I went home.
Oh, okay.
So this thing went on like for 2 weeks.
So him coming to the shop.
Him coming to the shop, buying a pie and a cool drink. And I didn't. I'm starting to wonder now, Kusha, why was he not even doing shopping?
Nothing else.
Just a pie and a cool drink. Every day he was just in that black suit, like always wearing a black suit.
And always smelling nice.
And I was smelling good. Yeah, I was smelling good. Damn. So anyway, it went on for like 2 weeks. This guy come with my doll, and then he can buy a pie and a cold drink.
And
okay?
he tips you
and
sometimes.
then yeah, so people got these girls now in the town, you know, so they'll go like a whole. They started getting used to this guy now. Some of them will be coming to me and be like, "Is that your boyfriend? We don't even know your boyfriend." Like, you are. There's no boyfriend. You know the whole thing. So yeah, it went on for 2 weeks. This guy would just come at my dog, and then this is where the conversation started. Like he would come in the shop, and if he comes in, he will make sure that I have to see him that he's in the shop. So and then he will be like in the shop.
But only
then,
two things.
Two things.
Yeah.
It's like him being in the shop. You know why did he do that? Like for a long time. It's for him to take time to see. Oh, Shabi, I don't have a queue like. At my job. So if I'm just alone or there's just only 2 people,
then he can come.
Yeah, and then he can come. And you know, and you know what I used to do next time now? In the few when the days went on and I used to get to know him and everything.
Yeah.
This is what I did. If he comes, I put on that closing board.
Oh my word! Your manager. What the hell? So no other customers can come to your town.
Hi honey. But I'm just like I'm going for lunch.
Oh, Akwetu.
That was me and this professor. So professor would like come and then we start having conversations at my workplace, at my job, during work hours. And then he would be giving me his names and everything. Days went on. Comes a part where we have to exchange numbers.
Okay. So now you're comfortable with him because now you have seen him for 2 weeks now.
I'm too comfortable with Mr. Professor.
Yeah.
So Professor come. Yeah, we exchange numbers and everything, and we start talking.
Yeah.
Conversation went on and on. Yeah, anyway, so.
But did you like conversations with him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the conversation with him anyway. So, and then this is the nightmare. This is where the nightmare starts. You know, every girl have this thing when you stay with your mom, you have this thing of like sharing the things with your mom.
Like even her clothes that fits in you, her makeup and stuff like that. That is very,
you know. So so after a week and days
now you have exchanged numbers.
We exchanged numbers and everything, and then I felt like, this guy, like there was even.
You forgot something.
Yo, girl, I don't know my shit. So my mom saw the car and everything. You know, we used to stay in Narabal in Wafish Bay at San Castile flats. Like, if you are from Wafish Bay, you know the place. So these flats are like, there's now a road, and then if you are going in the flats, you have to drive in. So there will be a part like the first time he used to drop me outside.
Outside the flat.
Him getting comfortable, and I was like, well, let me just drop you in front of your flat, or in front of your flat. Like, I also want to know where you stay and everything. Link back.
So
number 8.
Yeah.
It was so crazy, bro. So this guy like drove in and then dropped me off and everything. So it's for my mom to see the car and everything. You know, Herero mothers. So it's for them. No, but my mom is not like a whole like. It's like she's kind of cool.
Wait, let me. All right, and then he dropped you in front of.
And then he came to drop me at my. In front of the flats and everything. So my mom saw the car, and then my mom was like, okay, and everything. So when it comes to these boyfriend things, those years, me and my mom I used to share things with my mom. So I was like, okay, fine, mommy, you know. So my no heartbreaker no because so I was
how do I live? Let that go. Tall, dark, and handsome for that matter.
Anyway, so I started telling my mom about this guy, like, no, it's this guy, and I met him this way. Okay, fine. I know he takes me out for lunch. Me okay, for lunch. Just at the shop or we go sit somewhere. Yeah, okay, shop. For a steakhouse, if you're from Office Bay, you know steakhouse for sure. Yeah, shop. But maybe we just go sit at steakhouse and then for lunch and then I go back to work. So far, I haven't been at his place for now. Yeah.
You don't know where he stays at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was so interested to know where he was staying.
Okay.
Because I wanted to know him. I started knowing him and I was like, I started getting interested in the guy. So my mom didn't like ask for more details because I was like doing the whole talking and then I was just, you know, I was even coming from work, so it was a whole talking. Me, I like talking too much, so it was a whole talking and taking my clothes off and I'm like back in the room and come eat and then whoop, I go sleep. So my mom was like waiting for the details. So she was like, oh, jadi di mana nami so okay nga. Exactly, Rashi ek wacht voor de andere dag. So me and Professor now, conversation goes on. It's a takeout and everything. Yeah, nah, sharp. So when my mom started asking for more information, I was off and then he went to my workplace and then he realized that I'm not at work and then he called me and I told him, no, I'm not at work, I'm off today. So he came to my place and he never used to get out of the car. So he was just sitting in the car. So I told my mom, no, Professor is here. Mothers wanting perfect guys for their girls. So no, you can just go, it's fine, just go spend some time with him. And I went to sit in the car and I was like, he came, he drove. And he was like, no, it's fine, we can just like sit here. I was like, no, we can just go to your place. I want to go to your place. Yeah. So we went. Okay, the guy is he's like renting a whole flat. It's a upstairs flat like here,
Okay.
So
but it's one flat or does it live on the top? Yes. And then you had to go to his house?
Yeah, so we went to his house, we drove to his house and I went in the place, I was like, oh wow.
No, wait, was it an upstairs one unit or was it like Akara Kombanda?
Akara Kehino Kombanda, it's a whole
Oh, it's a unit, okay,
So I went in and I was like, wow. Guys, it was giving me everything, the house.
It was giving Namibia, not Zimbabwe.
Namibia, the house, the clothes, the car, I was like, whoo! Child of God, where were you? I was a child of God, where were you? Where were you this whole time? I don't even know, why do we like asking that anyway? If we get a perfect life, where were you? Anyway, yeah, so I was at his place, but then he went up because his bedroom was like upstairs. So he went upstairs and then he went to change and then he came down. I was like sitting there in his sitting room. And I don't know what came over me. I just started feeling uncomfortable. Yeah, I was just uncomfortable. And I think he saw that I was so uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then while I was like sitting
what were you feeling?
I don't know, but I was just, I don't know.
You wanted to go home?
I wanted to go home.
Oh, inside?
The moment I just came there, after him finishing changing and everything, when he came down, he was like, no, I think Vambu guys are kind of like, so he wanted to prepare something to eat and everything. I was like, no, I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
After reaching?
I was like, no, I just want to go home. And he saw that I was so uncomfortable. I was like, because he even came in and he wanted to kiss me and everything, but he kind of kissed me, but the body language was talking.
You were just not comfortable in his place.
I think he saw that the body language was talking, it was giving. So he even stopped kissing me and he was like, okay, fine, let me just take you back home. So he took me back home. Because the funny part, when he dropped me off, I asked him for his name. Apo, what's your name?
Wait. So you didn't know what Professor's name was the whole time?
The whole time Professor used to give me his name at the till.
But you never got it?
And I never used to get this name. I just used to get this name when I'm around him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I will like keep that name in my mind when I'm around him. When I'm not, the name is gone.
Oh wow,
that's weird. Yeah, this is where my mom have to come in after going to his place because my mom think maybe we went to
have sex or something. Yeah.
So my mom started asking, what's the person? What's Professor's name?
Parents.
Yeah. So I was like standing there and I was like sitting in my mom's sitting room and I was like looking so stupid. I'm like, mommy, could I know? And me, I'm like to the point of like just telling my mom, Usha, no, mom, the name is Professor.
Oh, so you just gave him
I will start over with the whole how we met and everything. I will start telling the whole story. Madam Mano, but Barbra Mashe. Ina Romundo Shikwai. Madam Mamano, just before I got off the car, he told me his name. I asked for the name.
But that's weird.
But for me, it was not weird that time. Because
That-
I was just,
oh,
I
it
was
wasn't.
to meet that for that moment, yeah, it was not, I thought like, I got a lot going on now.
Oh.
Maybe I'm not
okay,
into him.
okay,
that,
okay, I
maybe
get
that's
it.
why I'm not
I
taking it
get it.
serious. Maybe that's why I don't keep the
Okay.
name or something.
No, it makes
So I
sense.
was like, but okay, tomorrow he will come to my shop.
Name
Tomorrow
yeah.
he will come. He will come pay at my till. I will ask for that name and I will write it on the paper this time. And then Mama will come tell you the name.
Yeah.
Me now.
Mm.
The next day come, Professor come buy the pie and the cold drink in the black suit. Me knowing that they machete stand up.
Yeah.
You know, oh my goodness, guys. Anyway, so after 2 weeks, me meeting with Professor, there was also a time that he drove. He came to our flat, and then he stood like he parked somewhere there. And then I went out. He called me. He went out. We were just sitting in the car. We were like listening to music, and everything was so smooth with Professor, man.
Yeah.
Everything it was so smooth. But Mosho Ovongamado Mukwate, my mom didn't.
Wasn't
My mom didn't take it as a joke.
It's-
Because it was like, this guy is coming. This guy doesn't even want to get out of the car to come inside to come meet your parents or something.
Yeah.
He knows that you stay with your parents. You know, yeah. He's not doing it. And you not knowing the guy's name.
It's
so
weird.
to my mom,
It's
it was not even a joke
Yeah,
at all.
no, it's
so
weird actually.
my mom, since I was actually raised by my stepfather, so my mom told my stepfather about the story.
Yeah.
So my stepfather was like, no. Estamos here, Javi. Oh, Diamond is by a serious guys. Cantanca for you. Yeah, it was I'm so shitty. Yeah, you know. So my mom started getting so serious about the story of
Wanting
me
to know,
knowing
yeah,
the guy's
yeah.
name and everything, and also wanting to see the guy's face.
right.
You see, who's meeting my child? Who are you?
Yeah.
Because on top of all, you are a bamboo guy.
Oh.
More than that. when you have to give that whole back to my dad, guys. Catching you up with mambo.
Mambo, yeah, there, mambo. Oh my word, my dad is such
Mambo.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, me starting to take my mom serious now. This is where the creepy part starts.
Okay.
The scary movie, the horror movie starts now. I don't know, maybe the guy was having it in his spirit of Ushabi, I'm trying to know more about him or something like that. After these 2 weeks, me starting to ask his name, and my mom starting to get so interesting to know this person, this guy just went missing.
Okay. He's not coming to the shop anymore?
He's not coming to the shop anymore.
Okay.
His phone, I don't know, his phone was off or something, I don't know. But I
you
remember,
couldn't know him.
I remember calling him and he was not answering, and then after 2 days I called him again and the phone was just off. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. Sure. I was like, okay, fine. I was a busy lady for being a cashier anyway, so I work with a lot of customers. So I was like, okay, customer, next customer, please. Yeah. So but later after those 2 weeks, for let me say like for a week after those 2 weeks, like for these 2 weeks I was with him.
And the week he was missing.
And a week he was missing.
Okay.
That's why I get so concerned. I was getting concerned. I was like, no man.
Is he okay?
Yeah. It's the whole me thinking now. Is the person okay? Is the person what? You know. And it's not only just my mom. It's for me to start telling the story to my friends and everything, and they will be asking me now, what is the guy's name? And you know the funny part is that I started getting this whole thing of like, I can't even remember his face. But the person, I can't even remember his face. But this person, I just saw this person for 2 weeks. It's just now. It's not a matter of like 2 months or 2 years. I can't remember his face. I can't remember. I can't recall the face now. I can't even tell Kushabi Mbaya Mundu. I can just say Kushabi. I can just say Kushabi. No, the guy was a dark guy, but if you have to put the.
You can't.
I can't.
That's
put the image together. Yeah. And the name, guys. The name. Oh,
Okay, so then 1 week passed and then he was missing.
yeah.
Mm.
And then my mom, and then my mom started getting interested in this
Yeah.
thing, and then he told my stepfather, like I said, and then they started digging in this whole thing. So my stepfather is a well-known man in Walfish Bay, so people knows him, business people. He's a whole businessman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when my mom told my stepfather about the story, and then my stepfather came to ask me what type of a guy is he. I was like, no, he's just a bamboo guy, tall. But I cannot tell Shabi Uno Shino Uno Mau.
Yeah.
That I cannot tell because I can't remember.
That was not
But-
after the week.
Yeah,
He was
after
gone,
the
he
week.
was missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he drive a black Mercedes, and he's always wearing black.
A black suit.
A black suit. And he stays where he the house and everything. I'm like, shitty Topi. So my stepfather, I call him Topi. I was like, Topi, it's giving, you know, like we are kind of friends and everything. So yeah, I'm like, Topi, what did you do? My sister don't join. I mean, like it's giving,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, so it's for my stepfather to go like, it's giving and only people in Walfish Bay that drive black Mercedes and Mercedes Benz and
stays where.
And wearing all black suits and forever just in black suits. You are saying these guys forever in black suits. No, these people that we know in Walfish Bay is this type of people that are in Illuminatis. That's how we know them. And the only people that we know for sure 100% like it is I don't even know if I have to say the person. I don't think I have to say.
No, you don't have to say the name.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's a certain
person.
It's a certain person that is having businesses, like well-known men. Like it's a guy from, I don't know if this guy is from Italy or what. But he's not a Namibian guy. It's a white man that we so know also. And my stepfather was like, you know these men, like, and the wife, they forever wear black and they're forever driving black cars. These people are forever in black things.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are talking about this and you're giving me these things, so it might be from the same WhatsApp
That
group.
person, yeah.
Yeah, more FaceTime. So I was like, And after my stepfather gave me this information and everything, it's after 2 days, and then boom, this guy appears in Spa while I'm working with that specific person that my stepfather told me.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this time he was like with that man, that well-known man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it the Italian man?
The Italian man. They
Okay.
came in the shop and I was like, okay. This is where I have to freeze. I'm like, oh wow.
Okay, and then did they come to what?
No.
happened?
And this is a funny part. When he came in the shop, he was just looking at me.
Straight looking
at me. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. And they went to buy. I was like, oh, maybe he will come pay my dog. But he didn't come pay my dog. He went to the other dog. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, fine. So weird. So after I knocked off, I went home. I went to tell my mom about the story, and my mom found it so weird. Now just imagine if you could like sleep with this guy. What was his attention really like coming to you? Maybe there's certain things that he saw Kushabi, he's not gonna get you, right? Maybe that's why he just disappeared. So I came across such a person.
But okay, when you were in his house, what exactly were you feeling? Like, were you feeling an
Like,
uncertain presence?
The funny part is that when he came to my place, and I'm the one that told him, Shabi, let's go to your place. No, I was so excited.
You're
I'm like,
curious,
yeah. But me getting there, sitting there, and him to go change and come back and trying to kiss me, I was like, I don't know what came from Benjamin to Mahui, you know.
Are you serious?
No way.
Goosebumps.
Oh, brah. I was like, what's going on? I was like, can you please just take me home? Because he was like, and I just gave him that.
Okay, but then were you feeling like you didn't want to kiss him, or were you feeling an uncomfortable presence?
Uncomfortable presence.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know which I like.
No, but you never know, though.
You never know. You never know, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, our forefathers are not sleeping in.
No, they aren't. Yeah, they aren't.
You know, so you
after
don't even. You never know, Kushabi. Why did he even disappear, Kusha? Yeah, so.
No, but then you're lucky though that nothing actually happened to you.
You know, maybe I was even attacked. Professor.
Yeah, hi.
So
So moral of the story, guys, please do take care of yourselves and be aware there are people who are using other people for jujus and stuff like that, and a lot of other things. We don't know whether the house had a snake or whatever, because now these days snakes are very, very prominent. So yeah, I'll definitely see. You want to say something?
Yeah, maybe even going to change into a snake. Who knows? Well, maybe he was maybe having a snake somewhere there.
Maybe that's why you're feeling uncomfortable. Anyway, guys, I'll definitely love and leave you guys right here. I need to focus on the lens, not the camera. No, not the monitor. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'll love and leave you guys here. I know I've been gone for a while, but then we are back again.
We got more stories.
We were just dealing with a lot, guys. I was just dealing with a lot that I had to actually take time off. But anyway, guys, I'll love and leave you guys. I'll see you guys on the flip side.